Hi everyone. So today I am out here because I have so many garden chores that I want to work on between today and tomorrow, and I thought let me come on here and share this information with you because this is something that I truly deal with about every season or every growing season except for like in the fall time. So it doesn't bother me when I see it. I don't get all up in arms because I know I have found a solution that will help get rid of this. So let me move a little bit closer and let me show you what's going on with these miniature roses that I picked up on clearance some months ago, but I thought let's go ahead and try to get some of these things planted and out of these pots. So as I get closer, and I hope you could see it, these are the early signs of powdery mildew right here on these leaves. And like I said, for us here in coastal Georgia, zone 8B, powdery mildew is something that you can get. And one of the reasons that you could get it is because of the high humidity here, and then also the airflow circulation. So you need good airflow circulation between the leaves, and then the humidity can definitely help bring it on. And first of all, let's talk about what is powdery mildew. Well, a simple answer is powdery mildew is a thorn in my side because I normally get powdery mildew on roses, on my squash and zucchini plants, and I've also gotten them on my chamomile flowers or the leaves of the flowers for tea that I make for tea. So like I said, now when I see it, I don't even get alarmed because I have a solution for it. Okay, so I know that I gave you my meaning of powdery mildew, but powdery mildew is a fungus. It is a fungus, and like I said, it comes from high humidity and no air circulation, and I guess the spores get on the leaves and they begin their little process. Now you can get a fungicide, that's totally up to you, but this is something that I keep in my refrigerator quite often, and that is milk. So let me show you. I use a milk and water solution to combat the powdery mildew, and normally I'll put 1 part milk and 2 parts water, but you kind of play with your ratio and see what works for you. And then just depending on what it is you're spraying, how big the area is affected, that's how you'll do your ratio and calculations as to what amount that you need. So again, I guess it's something in the proteins of the milk that bind and cause this to work on the powdery mildew. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it causes an antiseptic effect to get rid of the powdery mildew. Now let me just tell y'all this really quick. This is not a one and done and just walk away. You are gonna have to, when you notice it, you're gonna have to probably do multiple spraying. So you're gonna spray one day, then you're gonna come back maybe 3 or 4 days and kind of look at the area and see. Now a lot of times if it has gotten too far along and the plant is, mature or something like that, like I'll cut some of the leaves off of them. Like I'll cut those affected leaves off, and then I'll just do my preventive spraying of the powdery mildew so that it won't continue to get to the other leaves. So again, I'm not going to cut these off. I am going to cut some of these back, some of the dead little twigs, but all I'm going to do is go in and let me make sure this is okay. Yeah, this is in spraying mode. So I got 1 part milk, 2 parts water, and I'm just going to spray those leaves. If you can see them, I'm going to just give them a good spray, and I'm going to set them off to the side. And then about 3 or 4 days later, I will come back and I will see what everything looks like. But I just really wanted to share that with you. If you have another way that you fight powdery mildew, go ahead and put it in the comments and let us all know, so that may be an option for us to use for those who may be affected by it. Now, this plant right here is not really affected by the powdery mildew, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to spray that anyway as part of a preventive measure. So I thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you are not a subscriber, we will absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.